Hello, and welcome back to Fate Extra. So, last time we beat up, no, we didn't beat up, we got beat up by Julius' servant, and barely were able to survive and had Ronnie help us, healing our servant. So, right now we're gonna go ahead and start off with day 4, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's start, go. An invisible servant. Dan Blackmore's servant cloaked his form, but with this servant it's fundamentally different. It's also the sense of my fight with Julius that I'm far the inferior master. Even with caster recovered, just landing an attack yesterday was a chore and a half. I have to find a way to penetrate that invisibility, or this won't even be a fight. The second cipher key has been generated on the second floor. Yikes, the terminal buzzed with the cipher key generation notice. I can't crack that invisibility before. Can I crack that invisibility before the time runs out? Being able to see my opponent is a pretty basic requirement, I think. I'll make it my top priority. Maybe Ronnie can help me develop a strategy. That she can. Alright, let's go outside and see if Caster has anything to say. I don't think she has, but it's always good to check these things.
未だご主人様ともども成長途中の私ですが、あとは
It's just her saying that she's prepping her noble phantasm. Yeah, we'll get it like the last day, very much. Alright, let's go. Her noble phantasm is actually pretty useful. You'll see when we get there. You found the antique coin. I knew I could count on you. Be sure to return this to this rightful owner. Oh, and by the way, your wonderful teacher has another favor to ask. Journalism. Bring it on. Yeah, you don't sound all that enthusiastic, but whatever. This time around, the arena contains a few delicacies I have yet to try. The first being lobster. I never had lobster before. Get one for me and you'll find yourself well rewarded. Don't forget that I need a lobster. Bring one to me during the 5th round, okay? Sure thing. Alright, so, oops, it's not, I forgot it. She's no longer in the infirmary, she's in the 3rd floor. Yeah, she's over here. Hey Ronnie, how's it going? Let me just check. Okay. Good day, Hakuno. How is Caster's condition currently? I guess my servant's getting enough magic for now, so no problem there. However, my real concern is that Caster's spell failed to even touch Julius' servant. You look decidedly unwell. I take it things did not go as you hoped. I guess my disappointment is easily read on my expression as Ronnie gives me an apologetic look. No, that's not it. Not exactly anyways. Even given the chance, if I can't see Julius' servant, I'm pretty much helpless at this point. So he is hidden from your sight. If that's the case, I'd be safe to assume that your enemy's servant is an assassin. Can't say for sure, but he stays completely hidden and only attacks from the shadows. At the very least, not being able to see him will make it impossible for my servant to attack him. See, I see your point. An enemy who can become invisible would be a real threat to Caster. Without knowing this true identity, creating the effective strategy will be very difficult. There might be a few ways we can be hiding, such as camouflage or by means of a spell. However, as a heroic spirit, he may have access to some unknown and unique. Until we can confirm which of 3 possibilities is the right one, we can hope to do nothing. So for now, we should concentrate on finding out more about how he manages to conceal his presence. Ronnie suddenly emerges from her meditation with a serious look on her face. Her look couldn't be caused by thoughts of Julius. I can see the pity and puzzlement in her eyes. Is she thinking about me? Did something happen? As I start to ask her what just happened, she takes a deep breath and looks straight at me. Yes, no, it was nothing in particular. There is only you. There is only you. I wish to stay silent, but I feel that I shouldn't keep secrets from you. This is what I've learned, Hakuno. I told you before that I'd find a link to your body. There is nothing on the other end of the link. You've never had memories of any kind. Dun dun dun. For once, I understand what words mean the instant she spoke them. I'm truly sorry. I want to think your link was just broken, but it's different than that. Not a single record of your memories prior to the Holy Grail War exists. I could find nothing. There is no connection to your body, as you do not have a physical form. You were not born human. I see. No other words come to mind, honestly. I'm not too surprised. I suspected much already. More than for myself, I feel like more for this girl and her kindness she's shown me. The NPCs here are recreations of actual people that the moon itself has recorded in its memory. You must have existed once, and you might have been made a master due to a glitch in the system. You could also be a cyber ghost, the imprint of the soul of one who has died while online. In either case, your existence is indefinable. Also, it cannot be said that you are truly alive. While I nod a solid understanding, I still myself to ask the obvious question: why? Regardless of what I am, I had to have had a feeling this moment of revelation would come. I know why my memory won't return. Alice, I finally met you. Now makes sense to me. This body, this mind, is not a human, just a remnant of a real life, a packet of data, collections of ones and zeros. Hakuno, this is something you cannot escape, as you have no place to escape to. Even if you were to win the Holy Grail, it is a simple wish, you cannot leave the Seraph. Unfortunately, your existence is inexorably tied to the Seraph. Because of this truth, if your reason to be fighting was to avoid death, you must let it go now. You no longer have to concern yourself with wounds received in battle. I know it's hard, but if you don't accept the truth, your suffering will only be intensified. Pardon my directness, but I must ask you this now. Knowing what you're merely data, do you still have a reason to win the Holy Grail War? Yeah, I will end the Holy Grail War. This is the only place where I'm allowed to live. I can't allow it to remain as it is. I do not want this world to be a place where the only way to survive is to kill. If I win, the Holy Grail War will come to an end. I'm responsible for the deaths of Shinji, Dan, Alice, and the Zealot. The system cannot be allowed to exist. If that is the case, if it's the system that demands all these senseless deaths, I will use the Holy Grail to change the system itself. Use the Holy Grail to reshape the world. I'm surprised, but for some reason I find myself moved. If that's what you desire, please allow me to help you achieve your goal. Let me guess, the revelation that you are Sans the body was pretty shocking, am I right? Caster speaks to me, a little more serious than usual. And I'm glad that you are what you are. It's like you're one of us servants, or that one person. I'm sorry, I know you're not happy about being like this, but, sorry. I almost screwed up again. Anyways, it's the difference between you and us is the focus and experience. Anyway, don't give up. And if you get a grail, you can wish all of your worries away. She's really trying to comfort me. At least I think she is. Isn't she? I have no idea how to respond. So I try to flash her a winning smile and hope that it doesn't come across as a sardonic smirk. What was that? It might have been nothing, but it seems like Ronnie had a really odd expression on her face. There's nothing wrong per se, it's just you were so noble sounding and anyways, do you have any other questions? Even if you continue fighting Hakuno, the odds of you being rewarded like the others are low. Knowing this, will you fight to the Black Scorpion? Will you fight to the end as a master? Of course. While I still have lingering doubts, this is one thing that I state with absolute confidence. I've been a fool. It appears this conversation was unnecessary. Hakuno, I see a new star in the heavens, with you as its sole focus. My journey has finally... No, it is irrelevant. I will say nothing more about it. From here on, let us focus on your upcoming victory fight as warriors planning for victory. I nod in agreement and silently thank Rani for the compassion she has shown me. I'm sure she wants to say that running is okay, but there is no reason to continue fighting. But giving up would be wrong. Now, I must win the Holy Grail War in order to shape the future. Indeed. Now that you've committed, let's shake things up a little. Shake things up? What you planning to do? Yes, shake things up. I'll create 3 different kinds of magic kilns. One will react to talismans, one will react to thaumaturgy, and one will react to your enemy's ki. I will calculate the exact position that each of these traps will need to be placed. Hakuno, I trust you'll be able to set these traps in such a way that your enemy won't notice. Got it. And of course, I agree with what you've suggested. Once you're inside the arena, I'll transmit to you more detailed instructions. Okay, we have a plan. All I have to do is place the traps without Julius is noticing. Indeed, right. So, out of this, we don't really have much going on. Let me see, do we have levels? My question, we do. Let's go level up. after this, we can just go to the arena. Yep. It should be enough. Nah, it wasn't enough for much. Maybe 2 levels, and we can get stuff. Nope, very good. Alright, into the arena we go. We've already talked to Taiga, there's nothing really new here. Yep. Bring the lobster, don't forget. And we can go into the arena and place the traps and explore. Let's go. So if one of those kilns can disrupt the source of its invisibility even a little, he should become visible. I analyzed the map extensively, and I tried to predict the routes the Black Scorpion will follow. She will be setting magic kilns in 3 places along these paths. Each kiln is said to have a different effect, so they have to be placed apart from each other. We will be able to determine what exact places to set the kilns once you start moving through the arena. Like I said, I wish you the best of luck. So she already hacked into the arena and mapped its layouts. The attention to detail is truly astounding. I should take my time to be careful, so that all her assistance doesn't go to waste. Yeah, this map is pretty straightforward, all things considered. It's pretty much just a straight line. Come here. Alright. It should be something like this. There we go. Right, we have an item right over here. And yeah, the first thing is gonna be right around the corner. Right over there. Area looks promising. This seems to be a good place to set the kiln. Let's put it here. It will now transmit the anti-artifact kiln, bring it into contact with the field. Following Ronnie's instructions, I put the kiln on the ground. Seems the trap code is being encoded into the arena. There it is. The installation of the magic kiln is now complete. The magic kiln would react in some way to any equipment the servant may be using. If he is using some sort of talisman to hide his presence, this kiln will react as he passes by. Indeed, let's keep going. And it should be pretty much just this. Yep. Give me a second. Alright, I'm back. And let's keep going. Yeah, I see that. Anyways. Look, we got it anyways.
出直していらっしゃいな。可愛い女の子だからって
Yeah, right.
甘く見ました？
Two more and we should be good.
ご主人様、敵です。いただきます。
There we go.
お任せください。
There we go. Let's just finish up with the mapping, and there we go. We only have access to the first part of the arena in this part, so yeah, we go over here.
いいかもしれません。そこにしましょう。
I will now compile the kiln. Please wait a moment. It's done. I am now transmitting the anti-thaumaturgy kiln. Please bring it into contact with the field. As per Randy's instructions, I put the anti-thaumaturgy kiln into the ground. I've received confirmation that the magic kiln has been successfully installed. That servant is using thaumaturgy to conceal himself. His kiln will let us know when he passes by. Good to know.
次が最後の炉です。お覚悟です。
Alright, on we go. And down he
では
goes.
これにてお別れです。
Level up.
やりました。レベルアップです。
Temporarily block that passageway in order to limit the movement of Julius and his servant. It is no more than an attempt at deception, so please leave it be for now. Yeah, Julius could probably just pass through it, but I don't think he just wants to get worked up about it, so he's just gonna go around.
進んでください。
Yeah, there's really nothing else here, so
左に。
yep.
ご主人様。
Again, Ronnie, there's nothing here. Bonk.
さあ、いただきます。頑張りますね。
Hey, we got it.
愛の力、思い知ってた。
Alright, let's see it. That's good. Oh, got a heal, but it's no biggie.
出直していらっしゃいな。そろそろお茶とかしたい気分です。感謝感謝。でもたまには油揚げとなんかいいですね。
There we go.
こういうの。そ
On
の
to
日
the
の
last
いかが
one.
ですか？
Yep, this one, exactly. Hakuno, let's place the magic kiln here. I will now send you the anti-spirit kiln. Now please bring it into contact with the field. As per Ronnie's orders, I test the kiln on the ground, and it begins transmitting data into the field. This particular magic kiln affects the flow of the spirits throughout one's meridian lines and blood vessels. If that servant's invincibility is used as martial arts or some other spiritual technique, this will react. I doubt this martial arts skills are so advanced to become invisible, but it's better to make sure. The power produced by this particular kiln is minuscule.
しかし完全さを求める式であればそれはある意味脆い。私のわずかな手助けがあなたの勝利につながらんことを。それでは明日。
Indeed. Looks like the way to the next trigger is blocked. I should just head back now. Maybe I should stick around and get some more training in. We are just gonna go ahead and look around this area because there's a secret section right over there.
いただきます。
Alright, let's get that done with. And now he's gone. Yeah, it's over here. The rare enemy hasn't spawned yet, but right, so far we can get some Maleficent garments here. Alright, we can just get out of here because there's nothing real left to do, so let's get out of here. On to day 5. Can take a save, why not? The caster's words have touched me. They fill my empty cup with water, so to speak. I have no way of knowing if the water is pure at this point. Even so, I can see where I need to go from here. Even more high resolution than normal. Today, Master, so we finally found your answer. Thanks to my friends and allies. I thought I was alone, but that couldn't have been more wrong. I have running caster to lean on. I know they both want my inner resolve to well up on its own. Just knowing that, I feel like my cup overflows, although it's up to me to make sure the water's pure. One thing they've taught me is that I shouldn't be ashamed if, even if I'm empty now. Caster gently smiles as I explain my heartfelt sentiments. Alright, now that I'm ready to fight, my next opponent is Julius, who's been an obstacle from the start. By the time I defeat him, I should be able to accept what I am. Indeed. Now, we only have 2 more days to prepare for the elimination battle, and to learn the secret behind Julius' servant's ability to conceal himself and then defeat it. In order to successfully pull off the plan I set in motion yesterday, I need to lay low. I should talk to Ronnie one last time before I head into the arena. Indeed, we can go into the library to have a convo with Leo, but I'm going there just to talk, but I'm gonna ignore all the questions there. We already know pretty much everything about those two, so yeah, nothing new, alright. Let's go to the library then. Just check up on them. And then we can go... there it is. As long as I'm researching Julius, I should look into Harvey as well, hence the library. The Harvey family is a Western European plutocracy. It is a corporation with numerous subsidiaries that control many nations and has its own army. About 30% of the world's land and 60% of the world's wealth, based on GDP, belongs to the Harveys. The Harveys distribute the world's resources and wealth equally among nations. That is their policy. That policy rubs certain groups the wrong way, and those groups retaliate with terrorist acts. Oh, looks like look who has returned. It's Leo, the next head of the Harvey family. Maybe I can confirm some of the things I've just learned about the Harvey family. For instance, do they really think equal distribution of the world wealth will lead to world peace? Of course I will, and of course we can do it. So long as the ruler who presides over it is perfect, the government will be fair and just. That must be, what must he think of those who reject his Harvey ideas? Well, it is true that a little Western European plutocracy isn't perfect at the moment. Selfish, perverse individuals do reside within the hierarchy, but in Tosca's displeasure is founded. But once I become head, I will eradicate those cancers and usher a new era of human history. A bold claim. He spoke without trepidation and without attachment to the current era that he plans to discard. Now that I've given you a taste of my utopia, I must be off. Please use your remaining time wisely. Right. Alright, let's go talk to Ronnie. And then we can finally go to the arena. Congratulations on successfully placing the magic kilns. However, it will be for naught if he doesn't have enter the arena. For that, I have a plan. As I look at Ronnie's now serious visage, I can only wonder what she's going to propose. Please enter the arena early and try to ambush them as they approach you to the kilns. Once they are inside, I will drive the scorpion into the arena after you. Ronnie will be doing that alone without a servant? That'd be incredibly dangerous. She might be killed in the attempt. I cannot allow her to risk her life with such a mad plan. I understand the danger involved. We will only get one more chance to do this, so we must not fail. Do not worry about me. Be assured that I will make our plan succeed. However, none of this will matter if Ronnie is murdered by Julius. As my voice gains heat, Randy looks away as if surprised and embarrassed by my vehemence. What the fuck was that word? What the hell was that? Vehemence? I see. I see my professor was right. Even though I am but a tool to be used, Hakuno, I feel strange. My heart feels as if... Without thinking, I take the flustered Rani into my arms. She feels fragile in my embrace. What? Rani isn't a tool to be used. As someone who saved my life, she's a precious friend. I've said this before, but it needs to be said again. That is why I'm worried about Rani risking her life to help me. Even if he wasn't an opponent, Julius is one who kills anyone who stood in his way. Finally, I think I understand. This is what they mean by a soul. Thank you, Hakuno. However, now more than ever, I feel I need to do this. Do not worry about me. I will not fall so easily. Concentrate on exposing the scorpion. I can see her determination in her eyes. I have no choice but to match that strength. This plan will succeed, regardless of what may happen. Indeed. Alright, let's go to the arena finally. And you have to confront Julius after the things. It's gonna be the normal free turn battle after the thing, so it's not really much anything new, really. Need to be so nervous, dear. I'm reasonably confident that everything will work out. After all you've done, I can't. If I can't hold up at my end of your servant, I'll turn tail and run. That's right. We've done so much preparation as we could. Now it's just a matter of following the plan. Level 28. Okay, so yeah, we're one level away from that. I'll farm tomorrow. Yeah. So you've made your way into the arena. Now then, please wait to the arena where we place the kilns. I will drive the Scorpion to your location. While I'm worried about Rani's safety, I need to focus on what I need to do now. I better hurry and head to where the kilns are set before Julius and his servant arrive. Indeed, let's get the hell out of there. Alright, buddy. Oh, nice, we got him right where we want him. And they are gone. Alright. We're almost there. There they are. It appears that we've been deceived by that young girl. How low homunculus from the Atlas Institute may have fallen to betray even Elfman. Now then, it seems you've been plotting something. I wonder what exactly. There's nothing particularly wrong. Let's go. Indeed. Let me see. We can't actually see them. It would be kind of fun if they are actually here, but nah. Here we are. This is the place where the anti-artifact kiln was set. If it reacts to Julius' servant, it means his invisibility is a result of a talisman, such as his noble phantasm. As I hide myself in the shadows and wait for Julius to pass by, I receive a message from Rani. The Scorpion has just entered the arena. I leave the rest up to you, Hakuno. Rani. As I hear from my terminal how it's static, she said Julius is heading this way. But what did Rani? It's alright, my dear master. I can still sense some life left in her. It looks like they'll be here soon. Our turn is coming up, so let's get going. We got to calm down. Rani fulfilled her promise, and now it's up to me to hold up my hand. I cannot fail now. Alright, here they are. Is there something wrong? Huh? No, I'm just momentarily distracted by triviality. It is not worth even swatting a fly over. I see. Nothing. If this didn't react, it means his invisibility isn't dependent on an item or a noble phantasm. Nothing. If that's the case, it means his invisibility isn't coming from an item or noble phantasm. Let's get to the next trap, Master. Second time's a charm, right? Gaster's right. If we total disaster for the next trap trigger without us being there, we have to move quickly to the next trap and hope that something happens. Again, they aren't up there. It's kind of disappointing that they aren't. But, I didn't even see you there, but it's fine. We know all their moves. There we go. Nice crit to end the thing. Yeah. Alright, let's just go to the crossroads here. Or I guess over there then. We made it. This is where we set the second trap. The one can set to react to thaumaturgy. I just, like before, I hide in the shadows and wait for Julius to arrive. Here. I feel their presence of that master, but I cannot see them. Perhaps they hope to ambush us. That could be the case, so do we withdraw Julius. Remember that even a mouse will fight when cornered. No need. I'm still on edge after that skirmish with that tiresome girl. If our foe is here, I will crush them. Hehe, you seem obsessed with our enemy, but then again, you two couldn't be possibly more different from... Is there something wrong? Almost as if he was aware of our plan, Julius' servant stops and glances in my direction. My feet suddenly feel like they're being nailed to the ground. My blood seems to freeze in my veins. No, it's nothing. You seem to be aching for a fight, and far be it for me to dampen your mood. Did they actually overlook us, or are they just toying with us before striking a potential fatal blow? As they move on, my paralysis fades away, leaving my with clenched fists and drenched in my sweat. As I take a deep breath, I realize that the trap didn't react in any way, so the servant isn't using thaumaturgy. Only one trap remains. Hopefully third time's a charm. At any rate, I need to hurry to where the third trap is. Indeed, let's get going then. This is the third and final trap, the anti-spirit trap. If we can't break through his invisibility by disrupting his key, we're pretty much dead. Here, Master. Not this again. What a disappointment. Guess you're smart enough to know such things won't affect me. Such irritating insolence. Do you know where they are hiding? There we go. Ah, the strap, I see. So you've managed to move both heaven and earth. What is happening? Truly amazing. Most excellent, Julius. It seems our enemy is allied with a magus of higher order. This trap uses all 8 definitions of Tao to force my key back into myself. It's quite an accomplishment. It is obvious that I have overcome my concealment, and the injury you inflict will take days to heal. This isn't time for Burr. Be alert for the enemy, as they must be close by. There's no need for you to panic, Julius. Our enemies are right there, close enough to reach and touch. He knows we're here. My glance doesn't random at all. The sinister smile forms on the servant's lips. In contrast, Julius' expression has remained frozen, but there his presence causes courses through me. So he uses kung fu fighting to hide his life force. As far as tricks go, it was pretty amazing. So what trick are you going to do next? Or should I show you my transforming routine? I must respect the fact that you have decided to fight rather than to flee. Very well. My class is Assassin. Once again, I commend you for defeating my concealment. No other opponent has managed to do that before now. And despite my class, I'll never say that my life was worthless. If I am an effective target, I'd rather be a lion than a rat. But still, I am doomed to do only evil. That's right, Mr. Rodent. Don't you think that's the perfect name for one who scurries around in the dark? Anyways, I think it's time for you to acknowledge my master's greatness. Then again, you weren't very smart. Could it be that it wasn't only your muscles you were damaged, but your brain as well? Honestly, the thought of touching you makes my skin crawl, but the evil you've done demands punishment. My dear master shall put an end to this all Shall we put an end to this, all of this now? Those are some bold statements. However, their braggadocio reflects your lack of refinement. Seems that you hide your weakness behind the warrior's poise. Perhaps you are like Daji, but not as civilized. Funny, this is like, if you read FGO, you know about China and Daji. Or maybe from mythology in general. How rude. How dare you like me to that evil sadistic mongrel? Death. Death shall be your fate. I'll burn you to cinders with the fires of Yomi and cook what's left of your body in the walk over the flames. Oh, so your monstrous nature as a vicious fox shows itself. Taking your life will be an act of great virtue. I cannot maintain this form for long, but I will at least bestow upon you the torment of hell itself. It's fun when servants... It's fun when servants who are close in like time period and location interact. I will say, it is pretty fun. Yeah, let's go for this. Guarded, we still did quite a bit of damage even if guarded. Which is pretty good. Doing 200 damage while guarding is not bad at all. 500 normal, yeah, that's pretty good. Alright, so let's do this, and let's go for the this, go this, and then break. See if we can get something left. Ah, he broke. Spear Thief, get something. Guard Seal, we still have, even if he guard steals, we still have our, skill there to heal. Anyways, healing up. Let's, go for this. Let's go for that so we can at least get a matching thing. Go there, go heal, and then do this. It's kinda hard to see when he's gonna do this stuff. Nice, we got a stun out of that. Ah, I kind of wasted that then. He actually got 2 in. No, pretty good. So you have your true powers, Servant of Sorcery. This cannot be the full extent of your powers. Separate from the system, Julius' servant can only bellow at a seriously winded caster. I did not expect much of you. If this is your full potential, it'll take your life 2 days hence. I do not understand. How did he survive the confrontation with an assassin with such little ability? The only reason Leo does deign to notice you is the fact that you are one of the masses. However, I will ask why. There is something about you that truly irritates me. Never mind, I don't care. The elimination battle will come soon. If this is what you, this is where this farce will end. With those final words, Julius and his servant fade away, as if they were swallowed by the surrounding darkness. The pressure that seems to crush everything in the arena fades, and my entire being screams with exhaustion. Take a deep breath and look over the caster, who is standing beside me with a serious expression. Sorry about letting them go away, master. Seems I have no choice but to use it. Caster continues to mumble, seemingly oblivious to my presence. While trying to decipher their muttering, my tremolo begins to chime. Have you defeated the scorpion? Rani sounds as if she's in pain, but her voice still has some of its characteristic warmth. Okay, give me a second. Just checking something. Alright, okay. All that matters is that she's alive. I'm so overcome with emotion at hearing her that I grip my terminal to keep my hands from shaking. Are you okay, Rani? Yes, my injuries aren't serious, and I should be able to move on my own. More importantly, what are the kilns? Thanks to you, Rani, we were able to reveal Assassin's presence with the anti-spirit kiln you created. With what we discovered, we should be able to fight them. Is that so? I'm glad to hear that. I will now restore full access to the arena. However, do not feel you have to continue fighting today. I apologize for leaving you, but I need to sleep now in order to fully recover. I will see you tomorrow. Yeah, but we will do that, right? Now that I can forge ahead and explore the arena beyond here. The identity of Julius' servant caster's behavior concerns me, but I have no time to look into it. I have to keep moving forward, being sure that I don't forget to track down the triggers. Indeed, we're gonna do that right now. Just give me a second. Oops. Alright, what I'm doing is gonna equip the where is it? There we go. This is the only way to recover MP besides caster's skill, so we kinda have to do this. I'm just gonna. Alright. And then I'm just gonna use the Yep, fast forward so I can get this done. Just eating bowls and bowls of spicy mato tofu. There we go, and then I can switch this one off for shockwave, and we're done. Alright, let's take care of that guy. Yeah, I know, don't worry about it. We're good. And do this, do this, do this, and do this. Nice crit. Nice, they got a stun there too. Ah, that sucks. Nice. Alright, healing time. Actually, let's put for Spirit Thief here. Why not? Fire in heaven. Good on you. Good. Oh, we got it. Nah, we didn't get one. We got the last one though. There we go. Alright, that should be enough. I guarded. That should be enough. There we go. Yep, we are done with that guy, and now we go on to the next ones. We're gonna go ahead and explore the rest of the area. Nothing really all that fancy. Go there and deal with them. I really wish there was a shortcut to that fountain, but well, nothing really we can do about that right now. Let's just go ahead and skip every guy here, and we're gonna fight the guys around this area, but it's nothing, not really much of a problem, really. Get the item. A nice little return crystal. Alright, killing time. Yeah, right. Just do it as quickly as possible, really. There we go. Yeah, we actually got hit, surprisingly.
よく燃えますね。そろそろ終わりにしちゃいたいですね。
Yeah, that should be enough.
よく燃えますね。
There we go.
出直していらっしゃいな。そろそろお茶と。
Alright, there's two ways. This one just gives us an item, and the other one is the right way to go. So, to refer, which is pretty good.
いただいちゃいましょう。
And next one is just going straight down, which is gonna give us a big arena, so we can grind if you want to grind. You have this behemoth over here.
敵です。いただきます。
Alright, so it's this. Then we can just in case, do this. And then do this.
お任せください。
They are pretty much tanks, but they're pretty predictable.
破ります。
There we go.
そろそろ終わりにしちゃいたいですね。
Alright, that should be enough.
炎天よ、走れ。
So there's 500 or 400, and the rest is history. There we go.
マスター、一生ついていきます。おあいにくさま。レアアイテム。
There we go, we got the lobster.
ご主人様、敵です。
And fight this guy.
お覚悟です。
And that, we do that.
バリバリ呪
We
う。
could have stunned them, but this way we get our MP back.
触れないでくださいます。 お返しです。
Nicely done. I don't think we get the 400.
やっちゃいます。
Nah, pretty close, but we didn't get the 400.
愛の力。
Right, let's try this one.
お任せください。お父様。
We got it, nice.
出直していらっしゃいな。可愛い女の子だから。
8,000 points, not bad. Not really bad. Now we got this guy. So yeah, it should be like this
バリ
then.
バリ呪うと破ります。
Yep, seems about right. There we go. 2 perfect should be more than enough to beat this guy down. And the third one. There we go.
ではこれにてお別れです。
You're pretty cool to level up.
ちょっとしたい気分です。
And yeah, it's pretty much what I'm aiming for. At least level up for this one, and then I'm gonna grind on my own on the next day so we can get to level 30 or 29 at least.
やっちゃいます。ゴー。死んでください。
There you go.
マスター、一生ついていきます。
Alright, the next guy should be enough.
そろそろお茶とかしたい気分です。お覚悟です。
There we go.
バリバリ呪うと。死んでください。やっちゃいます。破ります。
1, 2, and 3.
お返しです。
There we go. Level
出
up.
直していらっしゃい。レベルアップなんて、もうご主人様のイケメン。
Alright, now there's like 2 more enemies left, so might as well just fight them.
ご主人様、敵で
This
す。
guy over here.
いただきます。頑張りますね。破ります。
again, we get diminishing returns. We got paralysis out of that. That actually sucks. Anyways, and on top of that, we're not gonna kill him, so on this turn. So yeah, that sucks. Yeah, I should've just paralyzed them. Whatever. Let's just go. We have enough remedies to deal with this guy. There we go. And the last guy to defeat is that guy over there. Two more, I guess. The little wall here. Yep. And we don't know what he's gonna do, so I'm just gonna put his. And I guess I'm gonna do here. Dun, dun, dun. Let's do that. Guarded. We get to break stuff. And at least we're even. We didn't get damage on that. And let's do this. Yeah, I figured. There we go. Next one should kill. And they're gone. Ah, damn it, he guarded again. Stop guarding. There we go. A need for crystal. Pretty good. Let's heal her up. And fight this guy. I think this is where the trigger is, right? Probably. It's the only place left, so. Nicely done. Got it again. And he got it again. Great. Let's just put this one then. There we go, that should be more than enough. I do think the air one does less damage, but whatever. Yeah, the air one does less damage, but it breaks the guard. So there we go. Finally, yep, there it is. You're able to find triggers and blow the servant's cover. They'll absolutely question in the Coliseum. Indeed, let's get this over with then. Yeah, right. That's the exit. There's no. There is a little bit of a treasure on the other side, so might as well get there. Get that. Actually, no, that is pretty essential. That is actually pretty essential. I forgot I didn't miss that. How many of those do we have right now? One. That was the first one. Alright, we're out of here. Alright, we got everything. Let's, you can take a look at this if you want. Alright, that's enough of that. Let's get going on to the next day. Yesterday's plan succeeded, and the former Julius' servant was finally revealed. He obfuscated his presence, doing seemingly invisible by melting with his environments. Melting, I mean. Not that I know how he does it, but I don't know if we can win. So this last day of the prep period tomorrow, I'll settle the score with Julius. I should go do everything I can, so that I have no regrets. I'm also worried about Ronnie. I have to thank her for yesterday. Andy, let's go do all of that. First off, let's go talk to Cass and see if she has anything new to say. Nope. Alright, tonight she's gonna tell us about the Noble Phantasm, so there's that. Alright, let's go to the Ronnie first. Yep, there we go. Hello, I'm glad things went well for you yesterday. It was all thanks to Ronnie. After hearing her pained voice yesterday, I'm worried about her. It did involve devolving into a fight, but I did what was necessary. Don't fret, my injury is minor. Injury? I knew I shouldn't have let her put herself in harm's way. Once again, do not worry. Scorpion saw me as a nuisance, barely worth have noticed. On second thought, I wonder why he left me live. He must have seen him as a threat of some kind. But enough about me. Did you learn anything about the servant by seeing his form? Julius the servant. I didn't uncover his identity, but I was able to break through his nigh-perfect ability to hide his presence by throwing his key into this array. I see. A practitioner of Kung Fu. If his master of concealment is so advanced, he might be a master. I'm fairly certain that Julius' servant may be a heroic spirit with such a background. A Kung Fu master. I will explain his fighting style. If his mastery of Kung Fu is at advance, it should make it easier to discern his identity. Today's the last day to prepare, so be careful. The Scorpion will be at his most cautious now. Ron is right. Today is the last full day to prepare. I better make the most of it. The train in the arena, then head to the chapel. There's so much I need to do. Alright, then there's the library. And finally is Rin, yeah. Martial artists perfected the art of concealment. There are very few who've managed that. As I continued reading about martial art masters, I come across some information about concealment. Very powerful technique that only a handful of warriors, most notably Ben Zhuang, masters of the Qin dynasty, were able to master. By harnessing their vital energy, masters of this technique were able to make themselves one with both heaven and earth. Doing this allowed them to effectively fade into the background, making them invisible. Bai Zhuang, this might be the fighting style that Julius' servant uses. Considering the uniqueness of the form and his characteristically heavy blows, I'm probably not far off. Beating him will be a challenge, but his knowledge will help. All I can do now is trust my servant's power. Let's talk to her first. So, it is a legendary delicacy known as a mighty lobster. I'll be sure to savor it. To commemorate this moment, allow me to give you my prized tea service. How should I say this? You may become a powerful master, but you're still vulnerable. What is your lacking? Is it insufficient preparation, or is it a paucity for information? What's with her? Every time I see her, she immediately starts lambasting me without any warning whatsoever. If I weren't so numb to this situation, I'd probably just go back to my room and sob in humiliation. Numb? Try blissfully ignorant. It'd be more accurate. Anyways, Hakuno, I have time on my hands. If you want to ask something, do so now. Of course, I'll only answer questions that pertain to being a master. Normally I can be bothered with things like this, but I'm feeling generous, so ask away. Although I'm a little wary of her offer to help, the opportunity is too good to pass up. That, and she has actually been nice. For her anyways. So let me see. Nothing. I don't really have anything in particular to ask, so I think I was wasting your time. That's so, well, if you say so, I'm surprised at your diligence, to be honest. If I say anything stupid, I'd be ripped apart. Silence is sometimes the best choice. Oh, you were busy. Sorry for holding you up. I take it you were going to the arena? Be careful. As she watches me go, she raised her hand and waves at me. That was totally unexpected. Could today be the one day of the year where Rin is actually in a good mood? Alright, let's go. That's pretty much all there is. I guess we can go ahead and see the T thing over here. It's right over there. It's a Japanese style one instead of the other one. Yeah, nothing new. Alright, let's just go into the chapel, level up our magic more, and be done for the day. Let me see, if we're able to get that skill today, I'm not gonna grind all the way to the we were able to. Perfect. That's all I needed. Reach of the Swords, a passive. We're good, thanks. Only one more, and it's the funniest skill possible. We're gonna see it in the next boss fight. So let's take a look at what this is. Slightly MP restoration at the end of the battle. It's pretty much useless during boss fights, but it's pretty useful during grinding, during normal battles. It should have been unlocked way earlier, if you ask me. But, well, what will you do? Anyways, I'm going to the arena, and I'm gonna cut it here, and I'll see you when I exit. Let me just check if I'm not missing anything. Nope, Taiga, Library, Rani, Rin. That's pretty much everything. Alright, so I will see you in a little bit. Alright, we're done. Let's get out of here. And on to the next day for the boss fight. Indeed.
正面からの総力戦です。玉本としては、あの女の手を借りたのは尺ですけど、鬼胸は変えられません。
You seem like you had fun there, Tamamo, don't lie.
ライバルは利用するだけして、美味しいところはきっちり独り占めにする。
Hell phrasing, Tamamo.
それが賢い女ってものですけどね。
She emphasizes her pun with a big smile. I had to ask her what she means by rival, but now's not the time. Sacrifices needing to be made and all.
それじゃあこれ、私の宝具のアドレスです。説明、よーく読んでおいてくださいね。どんな宝具であれ、勝敗を決めるのはマスターの指示ですから。
Indeed. Tamamo tells me the name of her noble phantasm without hesitation. It's a blessing. We got Matrix Free.
はい。鏡のごとく磨かれた石。石のごとく厳かな鏡。
Makes sense that divine spirit essentially gives a blessing as a noble phantasm.
他にも宝具候補はあるのですが、英霊としての私では、それが一番らしいものです。言うなれば、卵の一番大事な情報です。どうか、うまく使いこなしてくださいね。ご主人様。
Her tone is sweet, but the words she speaks are serious. Just as Tamamo says, I have to use the noble phantasm to its fullest if we want to win. She trusts me completely, so I have to make sure I'm worthy of her trust in the battlefield. You're right. Using, yes, the same thing, and Caster's Dual Phantasm, Blessing of Amaterasu, can be used after using any skill 9 times in a single battle. Any skills 9 times, so basically use 9 skills. Once activated, MP cost for all skills used in the current turn is reduced to 0. Also, the Summon Dual Phantasms can only be used once, in battle once. Be sure to use it to your greatest advantage. Right, so Caster's Noble Phantasm is a bit more tricky to use because unlike Archer and Saber, which takes 3 turns and boosts their attacks, Casters only lasts 1 turn. But the trade-off is that she can blow off use her skills independently. So it's really useful in that. It's very good on that front. There's a lot of potential for damage, and I forgot to read the Matrix. I'll read it tomorrow if we have access to it. Alright. Today's elimination battle, in case you've forgotten. Come to the first floor when you are ready. After delivering the reminder, Kotomini leaves. The elimination battle is here. I'm about to face the strongest opponent yet. I'll make some final preparations, and that means getting outfitted at the commissary and sorting out the information in my room. Indeed, the usual stuff. Alright, so actually, Matrix time. Eightfold Blessing of Amaterasu. A mirror wielded by Tamama no Mai. It is one of the sacred treasures brought down from the heavens by the god Takehi no Mikoto and was originally kept in the great shrine of Izumo province. According to the passages from the Chronicles of Japan, the mirror was later moved to a site in the Kawashi district at the behest of the imperial court. The mirror is also known as Yata no Kagami. It is frequently used in rites honoring the sun goddess Amaterasu. In addition to importance in ritual observances, it also thought to possess the power to bring the dead back to from the afterlife. However, since Castor's rebirth as a servant, this power is no longer accessible. A bit of a shame, honestly. Castor could have used a revive skill. Anyways, let's go to the chapel so we can deal with that. We did level up, so let's do all we can for Castor's magic. There we go. And after this, we go to the first floor. Not the first floor, second wing. Yeah, right? Anything to say? Nothing really new, okay. My enemy is strongest yet, without a doubt. At least if I piece together with what information I know, I might survive a little longer against him. Julius Belki is Harway. He's the Harway family assassin, and an enemy since day one. Castor was fooled by his servant's ability to obfuscate his presence. Julius' servant can obfuscate his presence, which allowed him to take out Castor in one blow. Then Julius' servant attacked us again, and Castor saw through the attack. The attack was magic circuit disruption. Right, from his attack, I deduced the enemy used a special form of martial arts. After witnessing him in action, I have no doubt he's a master. One blow, he secured his target's nervous and circulatory systems, as well as their magic circuits. Julius' servant claimed that his technique was so effective that a second strike was needless. For anyone unable to sense his presence, that would indeed be a one-hit KO. To get around this invisibility, we set up traps to disable it. Thanks to the traps, we learned that the source of his invisibility was martial arts techniques. There we go. Right, it was a Ban Zhuang technique that based on becoming one with the universe called concealment. It is also a sight that Julius' servant reached a level of Kung Fu that few martial artists ever do. In other words, Julius' servant was a Kung Fu master. There's only one Kung Fu master in history who claimed to no need a second strike. There goes Li Xuan. Li Xuan. Called a master of the Demon Fist, he was born a valorous martial artist and assassin, both, I mean. Julius is a professional assassin, he knows a heck of a lot more about killing than I do. On top of that, his servant is a martial art masters. They're a match made in heaven. I wonder how long I'll last against two of them. Alright, that's that. We can pop a save on it, but it's not really necessary since I'm getting a save state anyways. And let's get out of here. Yeah, I guess you can read the Matrix if you want, but kinda crazy. This guy lived until 1934. Pretty recent. Alright. Let's head to the commissary. Actually, I want to see if there's anything good to buy. No. Well, let's go for that. There we go. And for now, let's equip. Actually, let's replace that with that one, and that one with Demon of Atlas. I want Caster to have as much, or as much as my MP as possible. Second floor. No, it's the first floor. And off we go. You will now enter the Colosseum and confront the opposing master. Are you ready? Remember, the only way to leave the Colosseum is to win. If you are ready, I'll open the gate. Yep. Then, the way to the Colosseum is now open, young master. I wish you the best of luck and hope that you will return. Remember, it's kill or be killed. Even after all those attacks, the fire inside you still seems to be burning brightly. What a pleasant surprise. You improved much since last we met, in that still space. Assassin, please refrain from idle banter. Relax, I was just making conversation. Getting to know your opponent is the ultimate luxury. My foes usually crumple from a single blow of my fists, so I find this holy grail war to be truly enjoyable. Originally, my martial arts were a fight for one's life, with the weight of years behind one's fists. The opportunity for two people to face each other and try to crush each other's lives comes but rarely. Won't you agree with me? Anyways, it looks like you have something you'd like to say to my master. The master of death concealment and the strongest martial artist of all time must have saw something in my mien. There is definitely something I want to say to Julius, to whom I have several mysterious connections to, but... we can actually just say this and cut off entirely, but let's go for the second shortest conversation route on this one. For what purpose do you fight? For what purpose? Seeing it as Leo makes his way to the Holy Grail safely. That is my purpose. And that justifies your actions. Of course, if I achieve my goal in the end, definitely justify the means. What you've done is immoral. Your hypocrisy is appalling, girl. Do you think that you have remained untainted through all of this? If you believe that, look back on the path you have traveled and the pile of bodies you've left behind. Regardless, your path ends here. I will soon put an end of all this unpleasantness. Yeah, it's pretty much the second shortest one. We already did this longest one with Archer, but it's fine with this one. The low roar begins to sound as the elevator comes to a halt. Enough of this meaningless talk. Let's go, assassin. Understood. There's only a few battles remaining. Let's make the most of the ones that lie ahead. The sudden movement, a man clad in black turns around. Those dark, merciless eyes that used to scare the hell out of me, they no longer have any effect. Meeting his gaze, I step into the Colosseum. It thieves! My blood, my flesh, martial arts flowing near death. I have shed my complacency of earlier, and I have been born anew, thirsting for blood like cutie? Yes, this is, it's like I become younger again. You are strong, stronger than any enemy so far. Now let's compare our strengths. Show me what lies beyond perfection. That's right, my master is strong. I mean, my master is the strongest. I'm tired of your suffocating atmosphere, so I'll just snuff it out, thank you. Come on, master, let's take him down quickly and cleanly. Let's do it. Indeed, my fists need no second strike. As if you could defeat us, it's just one strike, you will understand my martial arts prowess. So.
捨て頃なんかに負けられません。
そういうな化け狐。年寄りに槍は答えるのよ。口の減らぬサーバントだ。仕留めろ、アサシン。
Alright, so I'm gonna save. As usual, this guy's just gonna use his noble phantasm right away, so we might as well just start firing off skills. And yeah, pretty much just that.
頑張りますね。あなたの魔力分けてもらいますよ。
しばし気を収めるか。
He needs focus key before he uses Noble Phantasm, so
てくださいます。
you either disable him or you just guard. I should have healed. Should have put a heal after that. Ah well.
思考を噴血。死ね。
Yeah, we got it. He does pretty negligible damage.
炎天よ、走れ。
Nicely done. We got a stun. Nice.
よ
That's
く燃えますね。
we're doing pretty good. Break that and all right, actually pretty good.
わしの絶唱に耐えたかよ。信じられん。どうやって生き延びた。
All right, as usual, let's go for this. Let's go for this. This. Let's go try this. And let's go for this.
頑張りますね。ますます頑張っちゃいます。炎天よ、走れ。
しばし気を収めるか。
Nah, he just used focus key.
よく燃えますね。
Ouch.
炎天よ、走れ。
Alright, how many more do I...
つまらんな。ユリウスよ。少し遊ぶか。ジギはどこまで行ってもジギだ。終わりにしろ。
Alright, so save up. Let's use this. Let's go for a guard and then break.
どれ。
ますます頑張っちゃいます。
しばし気を収
Yep,
め
I
るか。
figured he was gonna use that one.
頑張ります。 よく燃えますね。
There we go.
捕らえ
We're gonna kill guard. Yeah, I figured as much. Alright. Our Noble Phantasm is
見
ready.
てくださいます。
た。部の合理、身をもって知れ。
Ouch. Alright, we're good.
もう本気を出していいですか。
Indeed. Alright, let's go. Blessings of Amaterasu. With gain magic as well. And now just full on force. And let's go guard. Let's go full force just in case, just to see. I'm gonna save just in case. Alright, let's go.
どれ。
犬猿療法、冥府より尽きることなく。
しばし気を収めるか。
If you've played Fate Stay Night, you will remember this song as a remix of the extra menu, which is a very fitting. There we go. Perfect. Actually perfect.
炎天よ、走れ。よく燃えますね。
Hmm.
肉片も残らないかな。
We did so much damage. It's great.
さ
Yep.
て。
See, it is a shame that it just works on one turn, but what else will you do, right? Anyways, we're just gonna heal up. Use that. Use that. Actually, not. We use that one and then use that one.
バリバリ呪うぞ。ますます頑張っちゃいます。あなたの魔力分けてもらいますよ。
しばし気を収めるか。
触れないでくださいます。
思考を噴血。死ね
We actually kind of want him to use his normal phantasm on us. That way we get a lot of MP. Ah, he guarded. Ah, damn it. Alright, I guess we're just gonna speed up through this. Let's go for that. Let's go for let's go for that. Why not?
あなたの魔力分けてもらいますよ。
死は式を収めるか。
私を傷つけられると思っているんですか？
思考を噴血。泣きしねえ。
炎天よ、走れ。
Oh, stunned.
破ります。炎天よ、走れ。
Ah, damn it, then we guarded and fine, whatever.
わしの絶唱に耐えたかよ。
Right, so
信じられん。
let's actually put the game magic back in. And I'm pretty sure he's gonna use his noble phantasm again, so I'm just gonna guard here.
お任せください。頑張っちゃいます。
死は式を収めるか。
破ります。
Just better make sure.
触れないでくださいます。
No, he didn't actually.
炎天よ、走れ。
Yo, keep doing 1000 damage.
よく燃えますね。
Ah, guarded.
炎天よ、走れ。
Perfect.
世界は広い。こうでなくてはな。楽しむなアサシン。いい加減本気を出せ。
Alright, so I don't think he's gonna use his noble phantasm just yet, so I'm just gonna go for this, and then let's go for this, then go for this, and this.
お任せください。ますます頑張っちゃいます。
死は式を収めるか。
Yeah, I know he's gonna use that.
頑張ります。
Yep, I knew it.
秘密よ集え。
Yeah, stun the guy.
破ります。
Break so we can get the stuff back.
よく燃えますね。
Stop guarding, come on, man.
愛の力、思い知ったか。
Now we have to use Spirit Thief here. And then break here, he's probably gonna guard, not gonna use his noble phantasm just yet. Then we break here, he's gonna use his attack so he can break and then guard.
お任せください。裏に上げていきます。
死は式を収めるか。
破ります。
Yeah, figured.
挑戦よ、砕け。
We're pretty close.
死んでください。
There we go.
何の手が素敵ね。
Perfect.
さて。
There we go. Alright, so I'm gonna heal her. There we go. And I'm gonna go for a break, followed by that, and then just start using stuff. Actually, just use this one.
バリバリ呪うぞ。ますます頑張っちゃいます。
死は式を収めるか。
死んでください。
Should be pretty close.
破
ending this. There we go. If not this turn, then the next one. Oh yeah, pretty sure we win this turn. Oh yeah. One more should do it. There we go. Done and dusted.
見事な討論であった。
Bye bye, Julius. The battle has been decided. The famed warrior of the Fist walks to Julius' side as he speaks. The black-clad harbinger of death has fallen on one knee and crouches on the ground. Julius, I want to assault you with excuses, but I will give you my thanks. It's been a long time since I've been into the world. Thanks to you, I was able to fight in it again. The command seal on Julius' head flashes red and starts to vanish. You've reached your final moment. Raise your head. What's wrong, Julius? I can't die yet. A scream that sounds like it's been ripped from the heart echoes in the chamber. What are you? You cannot die like this. Yeah, it is really a sight seeing this proud man so broken here. He clasps his hands together as in prayer and continues to this delirious scream. I don't know if the strange light in his cold eye is the blaze of madness or what. Julius begins reciting the words that sound like a code or a spell in an anguished tone. His reckless opposition of the system causes him so much pain that he can't stop screaming. Knees bent and face twisted in pain from defiance, he nevertheless faces immediate deletion. It's a shameful and characteristic display of desperation, and then... the look in his eyes as he throws his head back and cries out with pure madness. And they're both gone. For now. Well, that's it, Tamamo. We won. After the flash of light, the two of them have disappeared without a trace. I wonder what happened to Julius. I have no idea. All I know is he's gone. That means I'm the winner of the 5th round. I'm starting to feel like the end of goal is in sight. For a change, I feel invigorated. As I return to the school building from the battlefield, I close my eyes and empty my exhausted mind. The thrill of victory, the agony of Julius' screams, and the sense of a lingering presence, all gone. Suddenly, I notice there's a person in front of me. Hey, Leo. It's Leo. Just defeated Julius' brother. It only makes sense that Leo would be here. He would want to know the result of the battle. I didn't expect you to defeat my brother. I'm shocked, honestly. This changes my opinion of you. You're strong. I see that now. Leo's voice is so detached that it's not betraying any emotion. As far as I can tell, he doesn't seem like he's harboring any feelings of revenge, hate, or the like. Not sure I should ask, but I can't stop myself. That's an odd question. Why would I resent you? People die in battles. This time around, just happened to be my older brother, that's all. The only noteworthy thing that you exceeded my expectations. I think these words are sincere. Leo's tone of voice, body language, and facial expressions back up what he's saying. The only thing that's different is that I see you in a changed light. I can finally see you for what you are, a fine and proper enemy. Give me a second. So much heat in that gaze. Leo just softly smiled like usual, but this time, what is this? I don't want to stay here anymore. I don't know if I see Leo anymore. It's just what his eyes were sun, gentle yet searching. Like his skin being burnt away, his emotions really did change. He's never shown that much emotion before. Why did he choose to show it to me, of all people? Me, a stranger. Me, his future enemy. That's right. Perhaps he'll end up being my final opponent. That's sort of exciting. I look forward to it if that happens. Well then, I look forward to when we meet on the battlefield. That said, Leo left. As soon as he was gone, my back tingled. When I check it out, I find that my clothes are sticking to the sweat of my back. He was unrelenting as Julius, if not more obviously sinister. It's like the north wind and the sun. I feel like Leo is more advanced than me for sure. The sun sits in the sky as king of the world, the chosen one. I never thought about how far it is before hopelessly far. But eventually I have to reach out and fight it, because only one person can obtain the Holy Grail. The curtain falls on the battle. That raised the ban on Tamamo's Noble Phantasm. Noble Phantasms, recreations of miracles performed by heroic spirits. I've seen a few now. Tamamo's Noble Phantasm doesn't have much value as a single strike, but it's excellent in long engagement. But even now that I know her Noble Phantasm, I still don't understand enough about my servant. Maybe I should ask Tamamo? Let me take a look, actually. Let's ask her. What are you, Tamamu? Let me just save. What are you, Tamamu? I'm a normal fox spirit. Without thinking, the words slipped out.
Bakamono! 私のような奉仕系巫女狐がそう簡単にいてたまるか!
Scolded me like a teacher. Well, I shuddered to think of a world overrun by Tamamos.
まあ、そうは言っても基本的には狐なんですが。白面キュービダの式神の王だの、そういうのは後付けというか噂の尾ひれと思ってください。そもそも私、厳密に言うと夜間ですし、抱きにてっていうか稲荷明神っていうか。
Yakan, those Japanese tea kettles.
安直。ご主人様にしては残念なボケです。夜間は夜間のに干すと書くのです。この響きに覚えがないのでしたら、ジャッカルと言えばどうでしょう。
Jackal, like the species of wolf, but I don't think those lived in ancient Japan.
そうですよ。なので姿形が似ている狐が私の通説になったのです。まあどっちにしろ夜間も狐も身体じゃないんで狐扱いされても問題はありません。むしろ狐のがいいです。可愛いし。
That is true. I understand now. That explains the weird aggression that she has sometimes, but I still don't understand her noble phantasm.
私の宝具は鏡ですが、元は日輪と水、生命と死の象徴です。誕生を司るものがそのまま冥府にも顔が利くのは当然の話というか、ほらエジプトの冥府の神様も犬耳じゃないですか。同じジャッカルとして親近感湧きますね。犬顔は趣味じゃないんですけど。
She must be talking about Anubis. He's the jackal-headed gatekeeper, the judge of the realm of the dead in Egyptian mythology. They said it is a scale where he weighs the heart of a person against a single feather. And the heart, as it was heavier, it would be devoured. If it was lighter, the person passed to the afterlife. She really comparing herself to such an imposing figures. I know Tamama no Mai is famous, but...
はい？私、神様ですよ。
What?
ですから、私、神様ですってば。
Big scary god, you know.
ちょっと、ボンプなご主人様にはスケールでかすぎましたか。でも、その方が 賜物は嬉しいです。私はご主人様にとって都合のいい立ち位置がいいので、この話はもうやめましょう。
Yeah, better not continue on.
だいたい神様なんてピンキリですしね。所詮は世界も人間も救えねえ口だけの連中です。そんなのはサクッと忘れて、私たちは今まで通り二人の愛を貫いていきましょう。
She dismisses it. Seems the mama doesn't want to talk about her identity, or should I say her past. I don't want to make things awkward by pressing her about it, so I'll continue this conversation later. Alright. Alright, everyone, that's gonna be it for now. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time for the next week of Fate Extra. Ciao.